what's up, kids? It's me again, Pastor Young, and I am here with another Salvation Short. In these quick episodes, I'm going to take a big topic, might be a little scary, might be hard to understand, and I'm going to break it down and I'm going to make it to where anybody and everybody can understand it. Today's topic is this: tithe and offering. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've heard of offering, but tithe? That's a word that we don't hear a whole lot about, in today's times. Okay, well, tithe just means 10% of what you have, okay? 10% of what you earn, 10% of your increase. Basically, if I make $10, 10% of that is $1, right? And so $1 out of every 10 goes to the Lord. Well, how do we give that? Well, we give that in the house of God. And look, kids, it's important for you to know this. Number one, the pastor in the church, they're not after your money, okay? We are not depending on your $1 whether we can keep the lights on or not in here, okay? This has nothing to do with the church trying to get rich or anything even close to that. This is the fact that the Bible instructs us. In the book of Malachi, chapter 3, he says, "Will a man rob God?" He says, "You say no, but you have robbed me in your tithe and an offering." This started way back with old Father Abraham. Father Abraham, he decided that out of all of the great things that God had given him, that the first portion, that first fruit, the first 10%, he would give that back to God. And so the way he did that was he gave it to the priest or the pastor in his life. Now, when we give God that 10%, guess what God does? He takes that 10% and he multiplies it, and then he gives it back to us. Kids, you cannot outgive God, okay? So what I mean by that is, by me giving him my $1 out of every 10, I am blessed in way more than $1 coming back to me. The Bible says that God will bless us and that he will cause men to give to us, pressed down, shaken together, running over. He will cause men to give to you. But that doesn't happen unless you give. You see, we always want to pray about God bless me and God, provide for me and God give to me. But the Bible says give and it will be given to you. You see, kids? So it does matter. You can't receive something until first you give something, because God needs something to bless to give back to you. Okay? So the tithe is the 10%. It's $1 out of every $10. The offering is this: anything on top of your tithes is an offering. Okay? There have been some people that they've tried to put numbers on it. That's not important. What matters is an offering is a sacrifice. And so let me leave it with you like this. To some people who have tons and tons and tons of money, giving $20 might not be all that much. To me and you, giving $20 is a lot, right? So I want you to remember it like this. An offering is anything on top of your tithes, but it is something that I have decided I'm going to go above and I'm going to go beyond, and out of faith, I am going to sacrifice. I'm going to give something that it hurts a little to give. I'm going to give something that it really costs me something. Because kids, it's not an offering if it's pocket lint and buttons, okay? It's got to cost you something. But the beautiful part, like I said, is that God will always give back and he will always outgive you. Show yourself faithful to God and he will show himself faithful to you. You can give yourself out of poor situations. Watch God do it. Be blessed.